What is going on, guys? Back with another video. Today there'll be a few things that might be happening, not to my cars, but it's car related stuff, so I decided to bring the camera along. Over here we have my girlfriend's 2010 Honda Civic coupe, and we'll be doing some work to it. Not me, but one of my buddy, Raul. So if you can see up here, some of the paint seems pretty faded. Yeah, so clear coat's pretty much gone, and what he's gonna do is basically go ahead and paint the roof off the car. Alright, and I'm also bringing along my Gold C28 wheels. He might test fit them on his Evo 8. So some of you guys, older subscribers, might have remembered I shot Raul's Evo 8 a few months ago. So right now he moved out there to Florence, Texas. So what I'm gonna do is, like I said, I'm bringing this 2010 Civic over there to get it painted. He does, you know, paint jobs for cars, for car parts. I'm gonna leave this car there a couple days, and at the same time he's gonna test fit those Gold wheels. So I just brought one. He's just gonna test fit it, and if he likes it, he might buy it. So I just put it on the GPS. It's about almost an hour drive away, so I'll take out the camera when we're there. And this rain just came out of nowhere. So just made it here and dropped off the Civic. So like I said, paint is all turning pretty bad. Clear coat's gone on the roof, as you can see here. Car's gonna be in the warehouse, you know, being painted. And I'm gonna show you guys Raul's Evo 8 because that's, you know, his car back there. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. I'll show you some updates. And here's Raul's Evo 8. Shot this thing on the channel back in September. So if you guys want a few videos of this car, be sure to check it out. On the car features, I shot a cinematic of this car. I also shot kind of like interview style questions asking Raul what's been done to the Evo 8. But since then, quite a few things has changed. He recently put like a meth injection kit right here, so it runs much cooler. Heat wrap that, new hoses. It was on tin springs back then. Right now it's on coilovers. So we have the tin tin Flex Z coilovers. So it says it rides much nicer. Sits pretty nice as well.
So whenever I programmed it to hit it 15 pounds, so whenever it hits 15 pounds, you can see that it starts saying ejection percentage. And right at 15 pounds, it's at 100%, so it's like spraying full at 15 pounds all the way up.
So when you run that, do you have to press a button to kind of engage it, or it's always running, I guess?
It's always turned on.
Okay.
And it's activated just through boost. So it's got a boost line that I had to put into that controller. That way it knows what the boost pressure's at. So when you hit a certain level of boost, it kind of like it just engages it when it's too hot. Yeah. Okay, to cool it down. And that's the tank. Yeah, you can set it up whenever. Yeah, I feel like I should clean it up. It looks so dusty and nasty.
It's all good. And Raul was saying he ran the lines with the brake lines all the way underneath. So that's, I don't know, sounds like a pretty intense project. Was it kind of hard to do it yourself?
It took me a couple hours.
A couple hours. First time?
Yeah, it was the first time I had put a meth kit in.
Okay, dang. And how much cooler does the meth kit run? Like the temperature wise, I guess, with the meth kit.
I haven't tried, you know, measuring the temperature or having a temperature gauge on there.
So air horns, super loud. So pretty much, are they like train horns?
Yeah.
Like, kinda. Super loud. Hold on. Oh, yeah, let's step back real quick. I don't wanna. Ooh, that's loud. That's really loud. Dang. So the universal kit, you can hook it up to any car pretty much. Do you use the same I guess the lines from the OEM ones, or do you have to?
Yeah, so I just I hooked up a relay, and the relay I hooked up to the connector for the original OEM horn. So just used the power probe, and it told me that it was pushing 12 volts to the horns themselves, because some are just fed through ground.
Okay.
That one was 12 volts, so I just hooked it up to where it was a positive trigger on the relay. That way, whenever I hit the horn on the steering wheel, it makes them go off.
The same. Okay. Were the motor mounts there already last time? I didn't know this.
Yeah, I did them all at the same time. I did all the torque solution motor mounts for the car, the Gates racing timing belt.
I remember that. That's really nice.
Did the water pump, all the pulleys.
So I remember you were telling me when you just got the car. When was it again? When you got it?
It would have been
17?
September of 16.
16.
So I just had it a year whenever you did the first video.
And you were saying like you got it was like pretty much all stock, and you did a lot of like maintenance work to get it, you know, running good and stuff. Yeah. And I feel like, and I remember I asked this question to Raul when, you know, when we're doing that interview style questions on the car, because a lot of people say like, hey, Evos are unreliable, have this and that problems. But I mean, I feel like, you know, with any car, you have to do a maintenance stuff, because if you don't, you neglect your maintenance stuff, then of course, you know, if you're going to push a lot of power, then it's not going to be able to support it. Right?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it almost doesn't matter what car you get, even brand new cars. You know, you put performance parts on them, you start pushing them harder, other parts that are weaker are going to go.
That's true.
You know, you start, especially on a car that's already got, you know, 100,000 miles on it, you put performance parts on it, you're going to start figuring out what other parts are already getting weak, what's already got too many miles on it, and you're going to have to just either replace it when it breaks or do preventative maintenance, replace it before it breaks.
Yeah, I agree. Here we have the Volt C28 wheels. Gonna test fit it on the Evo, and stock BBSs. They are 17s, but we're not too sure the exact size on it. But I'm guessing it's a 17 by 8 or 17 by 9, maybe even by 17 by 8. That's what I'm guessing. Did you clear the Brembos?
No.
Ooh.
It's hitting them.
Oh.
Yeah, it won't fit. I guess it's not thick enough, or the dish isn't enough to clear the Brembos.
All right, here I see it.
Yeah.
It doesn't clear the Brembos. Yeah, it gotta be.
Nice.
I guess if it's more concave. Yeah, I know. Like my buddy Marco, the 370Z, he loved the concave look too.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put wheel spacers on,
Oh, yeah.
and then be able to run these.
Sure. But what about this, like fitment wise? So you know, by like an 18 by 9 in general, whatever. Actually, looks pretty good. It's much wider.
Yeah, it's a lot wider. The stock ones are, you know, pretty far in here.
So I'm guessing this is probably by 8 or by 8.5. Probably.
Yeah, it's probably by 8 or something. Maybe a little bit smaller.
A little peep of those tin coilovers, they're all green in color. It says Flex Z right there. Yeah, mine look just the same pretty much. OEM taillights.
Yeah.
OEM taillights, your tin.
Yeah, the rear ones I never put on.
Yeah, you said right now it's the Evo 9 tails, right?
Yeah.
Nice. Evo 9 taillights. A lot of Evo 9 stuff on this car, which Raul was telling me last time. Let me see if I remember. Evo 9 taillights, Evo 9 rear bumper, Evo 9 full interior, so seats, door panels too, right?
Panels, center console.
Center console, everything in the interior is Evo 9.
I'm not sure if the 8, I think it was the SSL package that came with the leather seats.
Okay.
Like that. I don't know if the Evo 8s ran those leather seats or not. I just know I bought them from a guy with an Evo 9.
Most Evo 8 seats, they're like blue in color, right? The Recaros?
That I've seen, yeah. They all have the blue Recaros. And those are right there, the rear seats.
Oh. Yeah, you can, let me zoom in. It's got like a bluish
right there.
color.
Behind the ladder.
Oh yeah, right there.
Back.
Right here, front bumper. That Raul was thinking of putting on. You said this is the Evo 9 front bumper?
That's like the Evo 9 style front bumper.
Okay, so it's a little different. Normal Mitsubishi emblem. And then you can see the little fog light right there. A little different on the bottom. So he has yet to get it prepped and put on the car, but
Mostly laziness.
But man, you said the 3000 GT out there is gonna have a new motor swap. So same motor, just that one's blown.
It's got another motor coming.
What motor is in it? I have no idea. Is it a 4G as well? Or is it something totally
No,
different?
it's a 672, I think.
It's a V6, right?
6G something. Yeah.
Twin turbo V6. Okay.
Yeah.
All I know is that car back in the day used to compete with like the Nissan 300ZX, kind of like rivals, because like both twin turbo V6 cars. It's pretty cool. But there's also this sweet Mitsubishi 3000 GT VR4 that he has. So he said that car isn't running right now, but he's gonna put a new motor. So you don't see these 3000 GTs too often. All-wheel drive, twin turbo V6. Sweet. These are no, I was gonna say original wheels. Wait, no. So these calipers, is it two pistons front, one piston in the rear, and they come stock like that.
Yeah.
Damn, almost steer wheel. Didn't even notice. It's a nice deep dish wheel. I never seen the inside of a 3000 GT before. It kind of looks like the Supra cockpit where it kind of curls towards you a little bit.
Yeah.
Does it sit pretty low?
What do you mean?
Like, it looks like. You mind if I sit in there?
Yeah.
It looks like the way, I don't know, kind of has that. I call it the tooth. Oh yeah, it's pretty low.
You know, you would hit 60 miles an hour and the back one would go up and the front one would go down.
That's cool. So, I was talking about the aerodynamics on this car from back in the day. Little front. What do you call it again?
It was just one of the front air dams that would just lower.
Front air dams. And same with the wing. So whenever you hit a certain speed, it kind of goes up by itself.
And there's the switch right there in front of the shifter.
Oh yeah, right there.
See, it says active arrow on it. You were able to turn it off or.
Right there.
You know, dump two, bypass the mufflers completely. We would just open up a different chamber inside the exhaust, but since he got aftermarket exhaust, it doesn't work no more.
Does the stock exhaust cutouts come from like catback or like is it just a muffler?
Yeah, it's a valve inside the muffler that does it.
That's really cool. What people pay a lot of money for now these days. Like I know like what's that? Army Trick has those exhaust cutoff valve. You just press something and just makes it louder, makes it softer. But this car had it back in the day from the 90s. It's crazy.
Yeah, it had the active arrow, the exhaust cutouts. The seats had more, I guess, motors in it than most seats nowadays have. I mean, from the center, you could adjust the lumbar so the bolsters would hug into you.
How tight it hugs you? Oh, that's crazy.
So you can adjust it. That still works on this car.
Wow. I didn't know that.
It's too bad they're so heavy.
How heavy are they? Like the 3,000-ish range? I'm guessing 35 maybe?
Like 35?
35. Because I was going to say like if they were to compete with the... I know more about the 300ZX because I have a few buddies who own them. And I know they're like the 3300 range. They're all GT cars. I guess these are what they're built for.
Yeah.
But that's nice, man. I guess Mitsubishi just decided to stop selling them because I guess sales numbers, I'm guessing, or
no clue. I mean, either they weren't as popular as they wanted them to be, or I don't know. They were too heavy and people kept blowing the drivetrain out of them.
Do you know brand new how much? I guess these 3000 GTs versus like the Evos back then. So they were in the same generation. Was the Evo 5? Same around the same generation.
A friend at work was telling me that back in like '92, he was either gonna buy a brand new Camaro or a brand new 3000 GT, but in 1992, he said it was about 24,000 for this car.
For this one? Wow. What about an Evo back in '92?
Oh, I'm not sure.
I wonder which is more expensive, you know? I'm guessing this one.
Yeah, probably this one.
Because
It just has
twin
all the
turbo
electronics
V6.
in it.
Yeah, all the electronics.
Even all the climate control is all digital in this car from from '92.
Wow. And all these gauges all come OEM too?
Yeah. Yeah, well, except for the one right there on the cluster. That one that really looks aftermarket.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put that one in there.
All the parts back here. Is a hatchback?
Yeah.
Right along in Evo 8. It's been a while. Last Evo 8 I set in was this Evo 8 too.
Okay. Says to go about 40. They were doing like 80.
Yeah, especially for like, I don't know, have you been down Lime Creek before? In Austin? No? So it's the windiest roads in Austin. It's kind of near like Travis, Valente Beach area. Super windy. Some turns they tell you to get like 10, 15 miles an hour. But like really like ass hairpins and everything. So sometime I'll kind of show you around there. But this car, yeah, I'm sure it'll do well. Because I had a buddy, he took his Evo 10 down there before. So Raul took me on a spin on the Evo 8 and it's really nice. He's entrusting me with his baby to let me drive. I haven't driven stick in a while, so I don't know, but basically, yep, Evo 8 first time. Oh, Evo 10 behind, okay. So yeah, nice. Right, so we're back from a little drive and he let me drive this Evo 8. I didn't get to get any footage because I didn't bring my mounts for the car, so oh well. But yeah, first time driving an Evo 8. I think it was badass. HKS ball valve, HKS exhaust. I don't know, just so intoxicating driving the Evo 8. But yeah, right now we're probably gonna head back to Austin. Alright, so I'm back at the house, back in Austin. Again, I want to say a huge thank you to Raul for helping me paint my girlfriend's 2010 Civic roof because the clear coat's all faded. I'll be picking it up in a few days whenever it's done. Also a huge thank you to him for entrusting me with his Evo 8. I never driven an Evo 8 before, so it's the first time. I didn't push it too hard, you know, because it's not my own car. But that thing was fun to drive, especially since we were kind of taking the back roads, you know, some turns and you could get up to speed. So that was pretty fun. But yeah, I'm gonna end the video here. So hopefully you'll be able to revisit, you know, seeing his Evo. Maybe you'll see a 3000 GT with the new motor in. So currently he doesn't have a motor, so it doesn't start, but he already has the new motor in the house, so he's gonna drop that in pretty soon. So leave a thumbs up if you like it, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.